What is that? Some kind of a glider or some shit? So it looks it's huge. You can't really make it out on this camera with your naked eye, especially as I'm looking into this light right here. But with the naked eye, it's fucking huge. It's like jet fighter fucking fashion. Those things go stealth mode. Where's it at? Right there. They go stealth mode where you can't hear them, like it was a moment ago, and post up there in the sky like a big ass drone or some shit. Just sit there, it just sits there stationary like a big ass fucking drone. Then it starts moving and turns those lights, you see the lights blinking like that, like a regular fucking airline plane or something. And it becomes a totally different beast. Well, that's what they look like. You know, here it is, like, I don't know, 5:30 in the morning. And the motherfucker following me around again. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm not understanding why, you know? Why? What is the objective? Because it's all they do, as far as I can tell, you know, is to sit there and watch me 24/7. Not that the government doesn't have other things that they do with me, but as far as these planes and helicopters and whatever else they've got goes, they just sit around and watch. They don't seem to interfere as far as I know. You know, like if someone abducted me or some shit, I'm thinking to myself right now before I made this video, you know, I got abducted. They would follow me. I'm guessing. I'm pretty sure they'd watch the whole. They'd see the whole thing, find out where the fuck I go. And I'm asking because I think they can hear me as well. Is would you fucking do a goddamn thing, or would you just sit there, you know, internally or indefinitely outside of the place where I got fucking abducted, and sit there and watch it? And I'm trying to understand what is the objective of watching me that closely, having that much of a watch, that 24/7 kind of fucking intensive, invasive shit. That I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding what they're getting out of that. What are they hoping to achieve out of that? Now, I've said some things that have fucking been of value to them. It could be that they're just sitting around here waiting for me to say or impart some kind of invaluable fucking information. You know, you see a lot of this shit out here in this fucking world right now, or there's taking place out here in the world from the White House, and a lot of that's coming from me. A lot of that's came from me, but I've done less of that lately, and intentionally, deliberately, I've done less of that lately, as I'm getting more of a feel for what these people are and what they aren't. First of all, they don't do shit. They don't put $1 billion in my fucking checking account. They don't put a fucking $1 million in my checking account, let alone $1 billion. But I'm so important to them that they can't fucking just stop spending over since 2017 that I knew for a certainty that they were following me and shit around. At least it's got to be up to millions of dollars at this point. Why? Why are you spending all this fucking money on me? Time, energy, effort, I don't get it. Does anyone else have any clues? And here's another one right here. This is what they do. They kind of circle around and shit, right? They have one over here. They do all kind of things, but this is one of their fucking, and then you see how it's blinking its lights and shit like a regular plane and shit? This is one of their tactics, you know? One of their strategies or what they do. One will come in and another one will go out, especially when I'm videoing. If I'm not video recording, they'll have at least one that just sits there static and stationary, if not two, three or more. And then they'll have one circling around and shit, flying around like this one sometimes. They got all kind of little ways that they do it. I've become very accustomed to their MO, you know? And it's a trip. Let's see if we can get a better look at this one right here. And of course you're thinking this is just a plane or some shit, right? Just a regular plane, I'm over here tripping. But if you walk with me for the course of fucking since 2017, have a little walk with me, and you will see how these planes seem to think I'm the goddamn airport or some shit. Yeah, another one of the ones like the ones just passed by. I don't know if you can make that out with just this phone, this camera on this phone. It's a Motorola. Yeah, they think I'm the goddamn airport or some shit. That shit stands out. It stood out a long time ago. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why is there always some kind of aircraft around my black ass? You know? especially in the nighttime. Figured it out. I'm the goddamn airport. See? As I was turning it off, I paused it. This is that one over. Where'd it go? There it is right here. I can make that out. See it? Blinking right there. And like I said, that's their MO. And here's another one over here coming over this way. Can you see it right there? Like they do like a circle or some shit. There it is right here. Right there. Cover up that light. It's going hella slowly. So that's 3 of them right there. Just in that little scope of time right there. Hadn't even been quite 5 minutes, you know. That's 3 goddamn planes over in this area right here. It doesn't matter where I'm at. Like I was in the hotel the other day, that's right outside the fucking door of that. Doesn't matter. They're there. Day or night. But not so much in the daytime that I can see them like I see them at night, because I have to see them at night, I guess, with their lights and stuff, you know? In the daytime, it seems to me they can stay further off in the distance and not have to get so invasive, like all up in my face and shit, like they do at nighttime. In order to see and observe or whatever else they're doing. Let's see what kind of plane this is real quick. You hurry the fuck up. It's the same style and making model as the other ones. See how it's going a little stealth now? With the sound, you can't really hear it that fucking well. And it's not that high up, so I don't know why it's so fucking quiet. Now I'm starting to hear a little bit. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know what I don't know what it's about. Why? What are they achieving out of it? It frustrates me to fucking no end. It's irritating as fuck. You know? I don't get it. I just wish they'd be of some kind of a fucking assistance, you know? They sit around and watch me fucking jack off, you know? So I don't jack off any fucking more. All I can think about while I'm jacking off, trying to jack off, is these fucking jack-offs watching me jack off. It's not the best motherfucking psychology for jacking off. Oh yeah, I'm a prince, by the way. I'm Orion. Turns out I actually am a fucking alien. You ever look at the GFL station channels and those channels like that from GFL station about the aliens? And they're saying I'm not from here. Like, I don't know how they pull it off, you know. They put me into the womb of my mother somehow, some way, but I'm an alien from fucking Orion. And I know my father, he's no alien from Orion. That motherfucker's from Africa, anywhere. He's so fucking goddamn black and African looking. So I don't get it. I don't know how it works. I might do a little more research on it, I guess. But yeah, that's what I am. And I know you think that's a silly motherfucker that thinks he's an alien. Well, that's good. Because if I was that loud of an alien down here, I'd have a lot more than fucking just the fucking Pentagon following my ass around, wouldn't I? And making fucking trouble for me. You know, but yeah, I'm trying to say, what was I saying? Does that sound nuts? Because, I mean, you could very well be an alien as well. You know? We could all be aliens, you know? We could become some kind of project from the aliens who come from wherever they come from, because we're quite new down here, human beings. About like 200,000 years of mankind's reign. Humankind's fucking reign on planet Earth. That's not that long of a time, you know, universally thinking that this has been going on for eternity, really, at some point. But the Big Bang is supposed about 14 billion years ago, 13 billion, 14 billion years ago. I know good damn well the universe, the whole entire universe wasn't sitting around waiting on us, you know, human beings. I know I keep saying us because that's what the fuck I feel like. I feel like a human being. This whole alien thing is new to me. You know, but I can't fathom. I don't really know how the fuck they pull that off. So I'm guessing there's a little more to it than that, you know? I'm guessing the Lord's involved somehow, some way. Other than that, how do they have that much capacity and capability? You know? So maybe in a roundabout sort of way, kind of like it was with Jesus being born through Mary. And I don't know how immaculate it was, but they managed to put Jesus in Mary and have that born of another source, another place, in that fashion, even though by all appearances and everything else, it was quite indeed human. And they also speak of the Antichrist, if you want to believe in something like that, but it's an example of what we're talking about, right? Anyhow. And this one over here, it's just been posting up the whole wall, like I said. And it looks so far away that it could be anything, so I don't even know why I'm bothering. I'm not even gonna bother zooming in on it, whatever. And that's 10 fucking minutes of dumb shit again. Oh, wouldn't you know, as soon as I turn it off, here's another one coming over. As soon as I pause it, rather, here's another one coming. I was waiting on it, and I guess they were waiting on me as well. As soon as I pause it, they come flying over again, like I'm talking about. The little Emma, can you see him over there? I'm pointing my finger on that light to keep the light from shining, the light pollution from seeing this right here. Now let me zoom in on it real quick, and I guess we'll end this motherfucker. Because it's the same old shit. Like I'm saying, am I the fucking airport? Is this the airport? Because I'm looking way down this way in every direction. I'm seeing none of that shit. But right over here where I'm at, per fucking usual, it's the fucking airport. It's the airport section. The landing strip and all that good shit. That's how many in 10 and 11 minutes. We're going on 12 minutes. Did you count that shit? We're going on about 5 of them? It'd be a lot more fucking understandable, or we call them credible, or convincing, if I didn't have to pause this shit for the motherfucker to show up. Then unpause it, then they show up again. But I shit you not, just on the dot. As soon as I unpause that motherfucker, here he comes. Or she. I suspect there's some females behind this as well. You know? I didn't tell you the story, did I? I said it before, but I deleted all my videos off of YouTube. So now we're back to what the fuck is this crazy motherfucker talking about? Because I gave the history of how I came across the Pentagon and how I came across Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton. You know, I'm known in Washington from these fucks. You know, and they know who I am as well. And they know that I am a light worker. They know quite a few things. They've seen quite a few things. For all I know, they're communicating with fucking the Pleiadians from Orion and so many others. And I'm on somehow on the behalf of what's going on, and something's taking place, and I really wish the fuck I knew what it was. Because I'm sick and tired of this shit. Big old question mark from there. But I have my suspicions. But suspicions ain't worth a shit right now. I want to know. Another one. So, is there another one coming? Should I pause it again? And see if another one fly over? Let's pause it. But anyway, on some other news, I've got these so-called channels, which some of them are very credible, seeing me from all the dots I connect on it, because that's what I do, and I ask others to do as well, to connect the fucking dots, you know, like take something that, you know how to connect the dots, you connect the motherfucking dots, you say, well, this, and you say, well, if this something here, then just keep connecting these fucking dots, and eventually you'll start to see a tapestry and something will appear out of the dots as you connect it. And I've done that with so many things that I have no doubts that certain things just are the way they are. Having said that, I do believe in those like the GFL station channels over there, and they've got quite a few of them out there. More and more of them keep cropping up, and I look for something there that speaks to me, that says you are speaking in a way that says that you know me in somehow, some way. They're going on about how my life has not been a waste. That's the one I listened to not too long ago. I put up on a playlist entitled GFL Station. And I feel that way. I feel like my life's just been a waste. Here I am, 51 years of age, and I've lived my life without living it, you know, for a good bit of it. And they're like, no, it hasn't been a waste. And the video they put up recently is like, it's been quite successful in a lot of ways, and so on and so forth, but you may feel that you've wasted your life and so on and so forth, but that is not the way of it, because you're not here for all that in the first place. You're here for some other shit. But then another source will say, well, it's time maybe to get a little jiggy and go out there and get your feet in the dirt, in the soil, and live a little bit, because now we're moving on to something else, and so on and so forth. But that's what I've been feeling like lately. But I need some fucking shit besides what they're telling me, you know? I need more than fucking, hey, yeah, here's a vote of confidence and a slap on the back, and you're doing all right, good fella. You're serving your purpose nonetheless. I need These motherfuckers really to show the fuck up. I'm hearing they're supposed to be doing that as well. Not just out there posting up in the solar system, and like they say there are, and I'm sure that's 3-Eye Atlas and maybe some other things out there. I need them to come on here, touch base on planet Earth, and move this world to another direction, in another direction. Because the direction that it is on and it's been on, it's just not my jam. I don't, you know, I'm not feeling it, you know, and a lot of other people aren't feeling it either. You know, I'm ready to move into another fucking place, a better space on planet fucking Earth, or move the fuck out of here altogether entirely. I've fucking had it. This shit is not my cup of tea in a lot of ways. There's only a few things I really give a shit about in this motherfucker, you know? I could take the vast majority of this shit and like, whatever. If I had millions of dollars, you know what I'd probably do? I'd probably travel. You know, I wouldn't go out and buy a bunch of fucking necklaces and gold and fucking jewelry to put around my neck and on my fingers and all that shit. I wouldn't give a shit about that. I wouldn't go out and buy a bunch of fucking cars. And I wouldn't go out and buy a bunch of fucking expensive ass real estate and all that shit. I'd be very sensible with it. Because I guess what I'm trying to say is there's a whole lot of shit out here doesn't really float my boat. So why splurge and spend a whole bunch of money on a whole bunch of shit that I feel I don't even fucking need to partake of? You know? But that's a whole nother can of worms. And what do you know? They stop flying over now. But as soon as I stop this goddamn thing, oh, lo and behold, there they'll be. Hey, I'm out. Howdy. Anthony Terrell. What the fucking bloody hell?